Hi, boys and girls. Well, today we're going to be in Israel still, and we're going to be looking at another part of Hanukkah and the celebrations that go on during the celebration of Hanukkah. And one of the things is a game called Dreidel. And I have a dreidel right here, and we'll get to see that spin after we have read the story about a little girl and her dreidel. And it's called I Have a Little Dreidel. And it's written by Maxie Baum, and it's illustrated by Julie Pascas. So let's read about I Have a Little Dreidel. A lot of blue because blue is part of the flag of Israel. And I have a little dreidel. Oh, we know about this part because this is the menorah. And we talked about the candles that are part of the menorah. And above the menorah, I can see a little dreidel sitting right here. Dedication page. And here we go. I have a little dreidel, I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, then dreidel I shall play. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. Oh, dreidel, 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 then dreidel I shall play. Here's our Star of David. Cousins, aunts, and uncles come to my house today. I give them hugs and kisses, and later we shall play. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. Oh, dreidel, 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 then dreidel I shall play. So there was where we talked about how many celebrations include having family members come over to the home to help you celebrate. We gather in the kitchen, each and every one. We're going to make some latkes because it's so much fun. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. Oh, dreidel, 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 then dreidel I shall play. And we talked about in our other Hanukkah story about how we made latkes and applesauce and the changes that we had to apply to change the original form of the food that it once was. The cousins grate potatoes, that's what we like to do. We mix matzo and onions and add an egg or two. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. Oh, dreidel, 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 then dreidel I shall play. Everyone's still working together to help prepare the celebration meal. Mommy fries the latkes and puts them on a plate. Supper's almost ready and I can hardly wait. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. Oh, dreidel, 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 then dreidel I shall play. First we light the candles because we celebrate the victory of the Maccabees. Tonight we're lighting 8. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. Oh, dreidel, 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 then dreidel I shall play. And I notice here there's a little dreidel ready, and they're lighting the candles of the menorah. A lot of our celebrations have candles. We all go to the table, 'cause now it's time to eat our applesauce and latkes. What a yummy treat. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. Oh, dreidel, 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 then dreidel I shall play. Wow, they've got an awfully big dining room table and a lot of people sitting around it. There are some very big dining tables around, and then there are some families who just make up a whole bunch of little tables for everybody to sit together at. Now that supper's over, we wash and put away. We gather in the living room, now dreidel we shall play. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. Oh, dreidel, 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 then dreidel we shall play. So they all worked together to accomplish a task together. So they're uniting and working together. The kids sit in a circle, we all take turns to spin. Some put the pennies in, some put the pennies out. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. Oh, dreidel, 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 then dreidel I shall play. So here we can see the children taking turns to spin the dreidel, and they have their piles of either pennies or gelt. Gelt is a chocolate, and it's covered with a gold foil, and you can play for that. Sometimes they use nuts, sometimes they use raisins. Depends what you have around in order to be able to play the game of dreidel. It has a lovely body with legs so short and thin. Oh, dreidel, 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 it drops and then I win. Oh, dreidel, 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 with legs so short and thin. Oh, dreidel, 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 it drops and then I win. So obviously this little girl, she won all of the coins or all of the geld. You can see this little boy is a bit upset about the fact that she won. But sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. That's how a game is played. And then here are the recipes for the potato latkes and how to play the game of dreidel. And you can see the symbols that are down the side here. So you have nun, gimel, hay, or shin. So none, if that dreidel lands on this symbol, that means you get nothing. If it lands on gimel, then you get to have all of the items that are in the middle. If it lands on this symbol, which is hay, hay means half. You get half of what's in there. And if this one, this is my least favorite one because it means that I have to take one of mine and put it in the middle for somebody else. So let's put our little video on pause here, and here's our dreidel song, and let's go take a look at how a dreidel spins, because you need a force in order for a dreidel to spin. Hi boys and girls, so we're back and we're going to look at how we would play the game of dreidel. So I have my dreidel here, and this part's called the body, and this part here is called the leg. Remember in our song when the little girl was talking about its legs so short and thin? Well, that's the leg, and here's the body. Here are the symbols we were talking about. Shin, put in, that's my least favorite. Then you have none, nothing, so nothing happens. Then you have gimel all, that means I get to take everything from the middle, and hay half. So to play the game, you're each going to need an item. So I'm playing with my imaginary friend. I'm going to call him Bob. So Bob and I each have to put something into the middle so that we can play to win. And then I'm going to spin the dreidel. And I have to apply a force. So I'm going to use my finger and thumb and twist it. And then that way I've applied a pushing force in order for it to spin. So let's give it a spin and see how lucky I am. None, nothing. So neither of us get to do anything. And now it's Bob's turn. Bob's going to spin. And he's my invisible friend, so I'm going to spin for him. Whoops. And none, nothing again. My goodness, if we keep getting none, nothing, the game will never change. Well, at least it's my turn now. Let's see. Hopefully I'll get lucky. And shin put in. Are you kidding me? So that means I have to take one of mine and put it in the middle. Now it's Bob's turn again. He gets to apply a special push force. And he gets shin put in. So he has to take one and put it in. Now we've got 4 in the middle now. And then spin. And shin put in. I'm having the worst luck today. So I put in. Now it's Bob's turn. And then he applies the special force. It's a pretty good twist, that one is. And he gets shin put in. So he puts in. And then my turn again. You get to spin the dreidel by applying that force to make it spin. That was a pretty good spin. It's still spinning. And this time, Gimel! Oh, I got Gimel. So Gimel means I get to take it all. Now it's in mine. And then to play the next round, we each have to put one in again to be able to start the game again. So now you know how to play the game of Dreidel. And hopefully you'll get to play it when we come back in the classroom, or maybe we'll send you a Dreidel so you can play yourself.